Hi, my name's Kathy Hoyer, and I had lumbar spinal fusion with Dr. James Dwyer from the New Jersey Spine Institute. So I'm an active person. I grew up on a dairy farm here in New Jersey in the Sussex-Warren area. I always enjoyed doing physical activities, but I was in a corporate job, driving a lot, and but I had gone back to school at night to become a massage therapist. So I was active after work, doing one client at night and on weekends. And but I wanted to add in some other enjoyable stuff, and I started kickboxing. And one night I did a kick, heard a pop, felt a pop, fell down on the ground in pain, followed up with my doctors, and they said it wasn't a disc, that it was spondylolisthesis at L5. And I said, oh, do I have to have surgery right away? And they said, no, we could treat it conservatively. People live with this. So that's what I did for about 6 years. I did rounds of physical therapy, I had massages, I did walking, and then one day, I don't know what the activity was that brought it about, but I was walking across the yard to feed my goats, and I felt like I was walking through quicksand. So I was pretty scared about that, but kind of didn't do anything right away until my mom saw me walking with a limp and said, you need to get this diagnosed, because if it is something in your back from the spine into the nerves, you don't want to risk having permanent nerve damage in your legs. So when I went to Dr. Dwyer for the appointment, I had already been to the two surgeons in New York, and they were recommending surgery, and Dr. Dwyer did the exam and answered all my questions and came up with an initial game plan and said he felt that I needed the spinal fusion surgery and gave me his version of it. So pretty much the surgeries were all kind of similar, but his was slightly different based on my congenital defect at that part of my spine. And he also did more of a hands-on exam than the other two physicians did, and he asked me some questions and gave me some particular answers of questions that I asked him that kind of set him apart from the other surgeons. And my mom had observed the same thing when we consulted with each other after the visits. So after I had my surgery, the first indicator of how things had gone was when the nurses at the surgical center got me up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. And I could tell right away that I was moving so much better. I just knew it had been successful, even though I was in this modified post-surgical state. I knew. And I went home and had a great recovery. And my mom, who had had surgery herself, spine surgery, couldn't believe how well I was recovering. And I went off the pain meds in just under 3 days. I just felt like I didn't need them. I was not in pain. So I was able to, after 6 months, go into massage therapy full-time, and it's my own business, so I can set my schedule. So I'm doing 3 to 4 massages a day, still taking care of the animals, and I do work as an aide for a spinal injury client. So I'm very physically active, and I really don't feel restricted. I am very aware of my body movements, and I don't want to make a mistake and do something stupid to jeopardize the great result that I had. So it was totally positive, and the team of nurses, both at the office and at the surgical center, were just amazing. I couldn't have asked for better care.